started robbing men?
Are you perhaps a WWE wrestler, ring trophy?
Will always be a flex, being exclusive and being picky and being selective about who you give access to something that's so private.
The man having a lot of money or the man buying her gifts.
We gotta save these dogs.
Hookup culture is one of the worst things to ever happen to our society.
Passport bros exist. You know why? Men run away from the they created.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe, also smash that notification bell just to be sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Let's hop right into this.
So this might sound a little bit toxic, but what if we just started robbing men? Like the guys who ask if you want to come over on their first date. What if you just took a couple things from their house? Then they'll start asking women on dates so they could see if the woman is a robber.
What? She's loopy.
We've got to stop letting these men buy us cluster diamond rings. We need to have a discussion, guys. There's a cool little TikTok going around by this creator right here. And it just brought back to my attention my fury when I see a cluster diamond ring and people being so hype about it. I'm going to get some haters. I'm going to get some fans. And I'm going to get some people telling me to shut the crap up because I have no rings on my finger. But what we have to...
You notice how she's trying to skip by? I have no ring on my finger, but we have to. I have no ring on my finger, but why are you talking about it? I'm going to let her talk though.
To do is we got to stop it. In the year of our Lord, our universe, our whomever you believe in, 2023, we've got to stop letting these men buy us cluster diamond rings. Ma'am, did you win the Super Bowl? Then why did your man give you this ring?
Yeah. So what?
Are you perhaps a WWE wrestler and this is your wrestling ring trophy? Also, did you know that there's an actual name for this ring style called composite diamond ring?
Listen, woman, if no man gave you a ring, just let it go. Now, I'll tell you something. Say a woman gets a ring like that as a wedding ring, right? Are you telling her not to take it? Listen, no man is putting a ring on your finger.
He cold.
But I'll tell you this. If a woman gets a ring like that, and she says, I don't want the ring, so there's no marriage. So you're telling women pretty much take a ring with one diamond on it, one big carat, over having that ring. Why would they listen to that? And some women will oblige, and that's wrong, right? It's wrong that women look at things so minuscule that way, but that's what they do. Let's hop on to the next video.
So Lotto made a post about her having a low body count and the girlies wasn't happy about it, calling her corny, saying that's not a flex. It absolutely is a flex. It's a big flex, may I add. It ain't only just a flex, it's a big flex. You know why it's a big flex? Anytime you're a woman who is attractive and untouchable, it's a big flex. Big time flex. You've had every opportunity to be somewhere getting ran through and you respected yourself enough not to do it, right? You knew that half of these men who wanted to sleep with you wasn't worth it and you didn't let them touch you. Big flex. Big time flex. The only girls who ever get upset and triggered by this are the girls who resent the fact that they got ran through. Those are the only ones who ever get triggered because the real 304s could care less. The real 304s who proud to be 304s could care less about somebody bragging about a low body count because they proud of the life that they done live. They don't have to feel no kind of way about you bragging about the fact you ain't slept with a lot of men because they did what they wanted to do. But I'm going to tell you who be upset. It be y'all girls who are hopeless romantics and laying down with every dude who tell you cute and pretty. Every dude who take you out to dinner for a surf and turf. Y'all the ones who get triggered when you have to replay them events in your head.
Emotional damage.
And it's wild because that's what a lot of guys are looking for that. They're looking for a woman that will give them some after surf and turf. But think about it. Why do guys feel that way? Because feminism has created that in men's minds. A man feels Okay, I took you out on 3 dates. I'm not getting none? Bah. But why do men feel that way? Right? Why is nobody looking for marriage anymore? There's a reason behind it, yo.
And realize it was him, and then it was him, and then it was him, and then it was him, and you got nothing out of none of them. That's what be getting you real triggered, right? When you realize you fell for the okie doke. The men told you to be sexually liberated. The world told you to be sexually liberated, and you got nothing out of it. Right? That's the girls who be mad. The ones who fell for the okie doke. The ones who was out here pretending like they was about that 304 life, when really you was lover girls who was sleeping with a bunch of dudes and got played. That's who it be. It will always be a flex being exclusive and being picky and being selective about who you give access to something that's so private and so special. Thanks. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. I don't care what the girls is telling you at school. I don't care what type of peer pressure you hear about on the internet, what you be hearing people yapping about in music. When you are exclusive and a bunch of people can't say that they had access to you, it's a big flex. Man or woman, it will always be a big flex.
Don't you agree, Mr. Feather? Word.
Yes, and that's what needs to happen, right? I think more women need to listen to her. Not just, oh, yes, from what she said, yes. And men talk about it like, I'd be happy if a bunch of women say, not young women, not old women either, a bunch of young women stop giving it up, right? Because what she said is right. And this is what happens. A lot of women are lover girls. They think, oh, I love him. I'm going to give it up because I want him. And what happens is it starts young, right? When you're a young girl or young guy, it's like that eagerness. Okay, I want to get some. I want to do the do. And everyone is eager like that. But if nobody was doing the do, what would happen into society, right? Things would flip around to how they were back in the day. You would have more women that were more desirable, more guys put in more work to get the woman. Hence, things going back to where they used to be. More marriages, not as much women looking to do guys dirty and having babies all over the place. Yes, things would be a lot better. But that's a perfect world, right? I don't think we're ever going to get there. Let me go on to the next video.
The honeymoon phase is not supposed to end. If you are truly meant for each other, your love will grow every day. I know that sounds really corny, but I've been in several relationships where I thought it was really good at first and then it kind of fizzled out. And I thought that was just a natural part of relationships. But after dating another neurodivergent, I realized that I was just falling in love with whatever mask that person presented to me, and is typically a neurotypical person.
Well, if he's a neurodivergent and he was putting on a mask, then he's not a neurodivergent. Neurodivergents are usually people that think differently, right? So was he putting on a mask that he was a neurodivergent? I'm confused with that one. But let me let her finish.
And I needed to be with someone that wasn't a mask and was truly themselves the whole time. If you're in a relationship that's unfulfilling, you will start to get depressed. You might feel lonely in a relationship, you might feel resentful, you might feel bored, you might feel a lack of desire. When you're in the right relationship, you're excited, it's fun, you are desiring that person. I mean, it sounds really basic, but I think a lot of women especially will convince themselves that they're in a good relationship just because of external factors.
Man, you know what's wild? You can see how hurt she is in her face. Don't you see the dog feeling pain? The dog looks like it's about to cry. The dog is sad. She's sad. She was just crying with the dog in her arm. Nobody loves me, dog. Dogs tell it all, man. And it's scary because it's kind of the example of get a dog and die alone, right? And she's, and the dog is sad. Oh man, we gotta save these dogs.
For example, the man having a lot of money or the man buying her gifts, etc. When the true measure of love is feeling safe to be yourself around that person, and the ability to have compromise within the relationship. So having conflict that produce.
Look at the dog.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I'm tired of her feeling sad.
Produces solution and not conflict that produces resentment. I think the reason why the divorce rate is so high is because people start to lose feelings for each other and don't realize that that just means that you aren't compatible. If your body is telling you, I'm not feeling this person anymore, your body's not going to lie to you.
Stop it. Get some help.
Of course, there's a stage of your relationship that's going to be more exciting because it's fresh. But as you continue the relationship, it should grow and you should still be excited and still want to be curious about your partner.
Man, I'm sorry. After I seen the dog was sad, I kept staring in the dog's eyes.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I couldn't help myself. Somebody save that dog. That dog's gonna die early from depression. Save that dog, it's trouble. Let me go on to the next video.
Stated in my last video that hookup culture is one of the worst things to ever happen to our society. Hookup culture has given its participants this false idea of intimacy, this false idea of closeness with people who you're not even romantically involved with. I believe that it's damaging to your confidence. I believe it's damaging to your self-worth. And it is something that society has fed us that is good for us when in reality it's terrible. Once I posted that video yesterday, I got tons of messages asking like, hey, I've already done this. Like, I don't know if it's too late for me. No, it's not too late for you. It's never too late to make a change in your life. It's never too late to be like, hey, I don't like where this is leading me, or I don't like how this makes me feel. I want to change it. Literally never too late for that.
Yeah, when you're her age, it's not too late. But some women have been in hookup culture so long, it's literally too late. When you're 40 and you're talking to a man, right? And you're like, I want to start from ground zero. A man is pretty much like, no, you're not allowed to. That's how men feel. Because of all of these years of hookup culture, right? It's poisoned men too, to where men feel spoiled. And yes, they should. You want to know why? Because once you're addicted, the sex is like a drug. This is real. You're going to go have it with somebody, right? People are not living without it. It's like a drug. So guys say like, all right, you're not with me. Who are you with? It's sad, man. It's a sad time we in, y'all. Y'all created this. Y'all did. Let me hop on to the next video, though.
I so had to highlight this comment because, oh my God, I swear the illiteracy. I think Americans or people in the Americas just lack critical thinking, pattern recognition, or anything. Because, let's get it straight. Passport bros exist. You know why? Because weak, cowardly, pathetic men run away from the they created.
Oh, here we go again.
How they create it? Now, most of these passport bros are single and childless. It's a high number too, almost 70%. And it says here, you're the reason that she clearly has a baby, right? And it says you're the reason passport bros is this bitter woman that believes only you matter and has opened her legs to the worst men too many times. I just reacted to a video about hookup culture, right? She's a part of it. She had a baby from that. So what passport bros are doing is avoiding hookup culture and finding women that are feminine and delicate. Because we have to. Let her finish though.
You know, it's also in politics. The government has done this numerous times. How many times has America gone into other countries, destabilized it, and ran back somewhere else to avert from dealing its responsibilities? You thought you did something there, huh? Critical thinking. I know America is the land of incompetence and illiteracy. Look at you. Because, you know, literacy rate is, I think, at 34. And I think competency is at maybe 18.
Well, America is the land of hookup culture. and it's not good. Actually, the world is hookup culture right now. People are doing this all over the world, but the West more. And it's becoming a problem. But I'm gonna let her finish.
So, you know, I know majority of Americans are truly incompetent. And we've seen 50% reads and comprehends at a 6th grade educational, and then 54% read and comprehend at an 8th grade level. So I understand critical thinking does not work with you, and you have no idea what pattern recognition and connecting the dots is.
Oh yeah, she's special crazy.
Emotional damage.
And she's very angry too. Like, why so angry, lady? Get angry because the man clearly had a nerve. What he said was true. He said, open your legs to the worst men too many times. Hence, while you're alone, at home, with your baby. It's just facts, ladies. Listen, this is actually to help you, right? With time alone, you have time to reflect, gather your thoughts, and say, okay, I need to work on this, this, and this. And when you do that, you're gonna realize, wow, okay, what happened, it hurt me, but I bounced back stronger, because that's what men are doing. Men are bouncing back stronger and coming back from the ashes. And we have to do that, because now we know it's more to life than dealing with you.
Oh, absolutely.